Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Nurse Mark and the Green Nurse Daily Dose of AFA. Oh,
Where
whatever you're
we
smoking.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah, whatever you're smoking. The daily
whatever
dose of
you're
whatever you're getting. But today, it's a daily dose of AFA. Sorry,
it
Sherry.
is. Oh,
Yeah,
no, I love that, though, a daily dose of whatever you need to live your best life.
whatever you
So,
need.
it exactly. So, welcome to the Nurse Mark and the Daily Dose of AFA, and we bring you hope and inspiration for
Inspiration.
growth and healing. So you can start your day off the AFA way, and I'm gonna just tell
Why
you,
not?
we forget. I mean, you wake up and it's like you've got this whoosh, this built-in forgetter, and we need to program ourselves, have these
Hmm. Hmm.
dialogues every morning. And so that's why we show up every day, is because we
Yeah.
want you all to know that you're AFA. And there's a tool book, the guidebook, written by the most amazing man that I know, Nurse Mark
Woo!
Lister, right? Who has there you are, you're right there.
Where?
You are right there.
Whoa.
Right? You've
Wow. What a
yes,
glowing review. And you know what, guys? I don't even pay her a dime to say that. That's the
nothing, not a
best
penny.
part. Yeah, she's total. I mean, she's probably pissed, but no, and she's not being. She is just amazing,
Well, it's
absolutely on her own. You are absolutely amazing, Sherry.
Well, this is why this book is so important to me, is because it's written by a very powerful man.
Thank you.
A very Yes, you are. You're a very powerful man, and you've been through a lot in your life. And
Woo.
open up your heart and your soul
Oh,
and share
well,
stuff that's really vulnerable. It's hard to be vulnerable,
power's in
and
the
sharing
story.
it is. The blessing is in the mess.
The
Right? And
power's in
how
the
we
story.
the power
Yeah,
is in the story.
yeah,
So I am just so grateful that you wrote that book. It's powerful for women, but it's especially powerful for men. So if you're a guy
yeah,
out there and you're struggling with some
yeah.
challenges, mental health challenges,
Holy
this is a
shit.
yeah,
Oh my God, you take on that whole mantle of, masculinity and the expectations of how you're supposed to appear in the world.
yeah,
Yeah, but,
exactly.
you
It
know,
is
this I mean, it's a beautiful life, Sherry. It's
it
a
is.
beautiful
And
life.
here
It
we
is,
are,
and
another
here we
day.
are, Tuesday,
Tuesday.
July 27th.
Yes, we are. We're here to
Yeah,
bring you hugs and nugs. Tidbit
it's
Tuesday, Terpene
Tidbit Terpene
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We're gonna talk about a terpene today,
You are
actually. You know, we
after.
deviated a little, talked about cannabinoids in the last few weeks. Now
Hmm.
we're back to talking terpenes, Sherry.
Yeah,
But
terpenes are so fun.
first,
First,
let's do some daily love.
I love the love.
Do you have
Let's do it.
anything from the angels today? Do you
You
wanna pull
know,
a card?
I'm gonna tell you, Carrie Lee's got her cards. I've actually got surrender cards coming, so this is gonna
Is
be
Carrie
great.
Lee still here?
Carrie Lee's leaving this morning. Yup,
Oh,
she's
Carrie Lee. It was good
green
having you
nurse.
physically in the area
I know, from Iowa. So green nurse
from
Carrie Lee from
Iowa.
Iowa came and stayed for 10 days.
Yep.
And we did a lot of work, had a lot of fun, but also did a lot of work forging ahead,
Yep.
and creating programs and educating and creating these experiential things and working, honing in on how we're going to take care of patients globally. So,
Beautiful.
starting in Iowa. So it was great. So she's heading back to Iowa this morning to
Yep.
go be with her family and to continue on the green nurse journey in Iowa, which is
Yeah.
great. But the angels did have a little something to say today.
Beautiful.
This little calendar here, the little daily word from the angels, and it was really
No,
kind of appropriate for me
beautiful
because
verb.
it says, with trust,
Uh-huh.
the rest falls into place.
Yeah.
Oh, right? With trust, the rest falls into place. You got to
Yeah.
trust that everything is going to be okay, right?
You have to trust.
Exactly. It is.
Not
You gotta,
easy
it's
sometimes,
not.
but you have to
Mm-mm.
trust. Yeah.
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 So trust,
Always
trust,
good.
trust, and rest, and rest.
Oh, so
Rest, be assured everything will be okay. So Mark is going to do the daily love. I love this too. Every morning for the past year, you have been getting up and doing the daily love and bringing hugs and nugs of
yeah.
information and positivity and,
Yeah.
just different dialogue to start off
Yeah,
your day.
different dialogue. Holy cow. It's like,
Yeah,
it's pulled from so many different areas. Today's coming from another landmark book called Redefining What's Possible.
there you go.
And I always love the messaging around, what landmark curriculum has to say about the nature of reality
Right,
that we
right.
live in, that we construct. So
Yeah.
it's a little long,
It's
but
okay. It's all good.
I think it's worthwhile. All right. Are you all in?
I'm in.
Well, remember, you got to trust. Okay. Hold on. Good morning, everybody, by the way. Good to see you all. All right.
Rise
So
and shine.
this is called Jupid, Jupiter, Jupidest. The next
Ooh.
best, better thing. All right, here we go. Hundreds of flavors of ice cream, countless selections of movie channels, an infinite choice of mates. Our daily round of work and play, our incessant getting and spending. The pull of more, better, different is everywhere. It looks a lot like this. We search around and move around and do things and act and keep expanding and going for more or better or different. And sometimes we kind of get stuck. But then we break out and we find a new place in life and we are off again, expanding and growing. And we keep on doing things and often get more from or better at doing that. And that's what life's like. We might avoid the question, is this it? Or is this all there is for a while? Especially when we don't have enough of what we're after. But after we've got enough, the odds are we'll visit those questions yet again.
Mm,
Mm.
yes.
More, better, different. It's the language of change. It's comparative, understood in the light of the past. It's about becoming. The language of possibility originates in the future, not the past. It's about being, not becoming. Creating possibility is a stand, a declaration of who we are and what we're out to create. It's not taking what is and changing it, it's taking what isn't and having it be. It's about
Mm,
creating an extraordinary life as a place from which to come rather than a place to get. It's about living life as a creative act.
wow. Living life is a creative act. Here
Yeah.
you go. If you can think
Yeah.
it, you can create it.
I
You can
love
think
this
it.
the last line before that. It's about creating an extraordinary life as a place from which to come rather than a place to get. We're always wanting
Yes.
to get to that place where things will be magical. Well, we
Right.
miss the opportunity to live in the magic that's here right now.
Right now, in this
Uh,
moment, wherever you are, right?
Wherever
Wherever
you
you
are,
are. Well,
this
that's it.
moment is perfect.
Exactly as it is. We lose sight. We've got the
Yeah.
blinders on. Our perspective, is usually one way, and when we can pull out, that's why taking that time to meditate and to be alone in nature and to go
Yeah.
quiet, go within, and spend time, with
Mm,
the elements to really help you hone in on everything else that's around you. Because you're right, where we are, we're so programmed and conditioned,
right.
just to be living life as a programmed act, but as a creative act, a
Mhm.
consciousness, living life consciously. How cool is
Right.
that?
Right.
Right? You get,
Yeah.
you get to create so much more. Great
Yeah.
reading. Great
Yeah.
reading.
Long but powerful.
Yeah,
But
I like it.
now, Sherry,
We're going to bring it all into cannabis, right? So,
cannabis.
cannabis helps me to live life as a creative act.
Yes.
And
Yes.
cannabis has allowed me to step outside. Actually, cannabis has eliminated the box that says I must think outside the box. And through this, we are here to bring you some education. So, today we're going to talk about terpenes. We talk about plant phytocannabinoids.
Mhm.
We talk about terpenes, essential acids, fatty acids, bioflavonoids, cannaflavins. This plant is so rich. Terpenes
Yeah.
is a part of the plant,
Mhm.
And today's terpene is terpinolene. But first, let's talk about exactly what terpenes are, Mark. What are terpenes?
Well, Sherry, thank you for asking. Terpenes are organic compounds that produce specific smells and tastes. They're found in cannabis, essential oils, plants, trees, foods. We have a lot of terpenes in our foods.
Yeah.
In cannabis and in most other plants, terpenes help ward off attacks from animals, insects, and fungus during the growth cycle of the plant. So when a cannabis plant goes through the curation process, the terpenes become oxidized, resulting in what we know are terpenoids. Listen, Sherry, here's the exciting thing. Terpenes contribute to the entourage effect, and they have their own healing properties unto themselves. Now, the entourage effect suggests that utilizing cannabinoids and terpenes together produces more potent medicinal effects rather than using isolated compounds. We know that this is a real phenomenon. The whole of the plant is greater than its individual parts. So what are we
It is.
talking about today?
So terpinolene, terpinolene, and it's like a lurker terpenoid. It's one of the least common terpenes, and it's mostly found in those sativa types of chemovars. And
Right.
it's in relatively low concentrations in cannabis and other sources. So how they describe terpinolene and its cautions, it's a clear and colorless liquid that's been approved, as a matter of fact, by the FDA as a food additive for human
Yeah.
consumption. However, in its isolated forms, terpinolene can be flammable in liquid and vapor form and can cause skin irritation and allergic skin reactions. So it can be fatal in its isolated form if swallowed or inhaled. So so you got to
sounds like
understand.
alcohol.
Well, and this is the reason why it's like in little concentration. So
Yeah.
just because we're going to talk about you need to understand this is like a little bit. We're talking
A
micro,
little bit. Like
right?
a
And so
tiny,
a
tiny
tiny
amount.
bit,
Yeah.
right? But terpinolene is found in, not only in low concentrations of cannabis, but it's also
Mhm.
found in lilacs, tea
Right.
tree, nutmeg,
Yeah.
cumin, nectarines,
Mhm.
mangoes,
Yeah.
coriander, apples, and some citrus fruits.
And I love all of those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You want
Yeah.
about benefits?
Oh, it's a little bit of a sedative. There's some anti-cancer, antibacterial, antioxidant effects, benefits.
Mm,
We hear that so much with so many different components in cannabis.
yeah,
It's exciting to think of what the research is going to show as we move along here.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. What about the
And then
smell? What's the smell
oh,
like, Sherry?
smells fresh, and it's often
Ooh.
used in soaps and perfumes. So it has an herbal, pine,
Mhm.
citrus, floral, earthy, woody undertones. Depending upon as the cannabinoids oxidize, the smell can kind of shift and change, particularly in the plant. But it smells fresh, and like we had said before, the FDA has approved it, and it's used in as additives. Currently
Mhm.
as a food additive and used in certain perfumes and soaps. So the research gets really interesting about this, and they
Yeah.
are doing some research on it.
Mhm.
Keys talks about this, got some information from there.
Yeah.
17 total studies, Mark.
Wild.
Yeah.
That's a lot for a lurker, for
That's for alert.
something that's very, very, very minuscule and found in very specific varieties. I
Yeah,
mean, 8 lab and 3 animal, that's a lot. Studies take
for a
money,
lurker.
for a
Yeah,
lurker. Yeah.
I
So
like
what
that for the lurker terpene. I like
Yeah,
that.
so
It's
what
fun.
were some of the things that they studied, Sherry?
So some of the top conditions studied with terpinolene included inflammation,
Yep,
non-specific cancer,
yep.
bacterial infections,
Mhm,
stress,
mhm.
oxidative stress, brain cancer, and Lennox-Gastaut syndrome and flu, believe it or
And
not.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now here's the cool thing. What strains
Mm.
or chemovars or varieties, we're moving away from saying strain, right? And
Yeah.
as we kinda move into the more scientific realm, that's why we call it cannabis and not marijuana. I mean, it's just
Right.
I think it's so silly we still have medical marijuana programs. It's like
I know.
medical stigmatized label
I
program.
know. I
You
know. Gotta
know?
just get rid of that word.
Let's
It's
go
it's
back
a
to
word.
cannabis, which is what it was originally defined as, because that's the variety of plant in the nomenclature of how to, name plants. It's
Yeah.
cannabis. So
Right.
anyway, I'll get off my
Yeah.
soapbox now.
No, it's good though because this is important too
Yeah.
because as grassroots, we've created these strain names, and
Yeah.
people that create the strain names, it's based on effect or smell,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
everyone gets a different effect, and so whoever creates it creates the name of the strain.
Isn't that awesome?
It's kind of fun, and the names are kind of
Yeah.
funny, and
There
the thing
there
that's
are some good
important. And so one of the things too that what we've been educating on is now that we're looking at chemotypes,
Yep.
so we look at cannabinoid profiles, terpene profiles, right? And then the ratio of THC to CBD. That's really, really important when we're looking at how this plant may affect you in the desired outcome that you're looking for. So chemotype 1 is high THC, low CBD. Chemotype
Mhm.
2 is equal amounts of THC and CBD, and chemotype 3 is
I
high
see.
CBD, low THC.
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, with this particular terpene, like we said, it's not an overly abundant terpene. It's found in
Mm,
higher sativa chemovars, higher
right,
THC
right.
chemovars,
Mhm,
not found in high CBD strains. And the names of the strains that contain this are Dutch Treat,
mhm.
Ultra Sour,
Yes.
Sensi Star, Ace
Mhm.
of Spades, Sour Tsunami,
Yeah,
Jack Herer,
yeah.
Ghost Train, Golden Goat,
Ooh,
Golden Pineapple, Orange Cookies, Super Lemon Haze, and Pineapple Kush, just to give a few, just to give a few
just a few.
examples. Yeah, yeah, good
Beautiful.
stuff. Yeah,
Good stuff.
good stuff. So get your terps on today, everyone.
Get your
Let's
terps on. This is it. Tidbit Tuesday.
yeah. So that would might be a really great little project for you all. Engage in terpenes today. What kinds of fruits and vegetables do you guys eat, out
Mm,
there? How are the food choices that you're making? Do
right.
they pair with cannabis? These are just some things to think about as you go about your
Yeah,
day. Health and
yeah.
wellness,
And
what is
this
what I'm eating, what I drinking? Does this contribute to my
yeah.
health? And is
Well,
this going
here's
to
a
make
good example. You mentioned it today that that this particular terpene is found in mangoes. Well,
hmm
we know that eating mango and combining it with cannabis will enhance the experience that you have because there's a particular substance
Nursing.
in mangoes that pairs well with cannabis and enhances that effect.
Yeah.
So, just a little tidbit for you folks if you're looking to
Tidbit for
enhance
y'all.
your cannabis effect, eat a little mango beforehand and
There
give
you
that a
go.
try. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. So we have a lot of cool things going on, everyone. If you haven't
Oh
joined the
my gosh.
community yet, it's right there.
Mhm.
You're invited. You're all invited. Come, 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 come,
Come
come,
on
come,
in. Come
come
on
off
in.
grid. Come off grid. Uncensored, private community.
Come into the truth.
Into the truth.
Yeah.
Yes. Where all of our podcasts are. There's a free education,
Yep.
introductory to cannabis course.
Mhm.
We're doing a book club. We're starting off with Elizabeth Mack's book, Health and
Love
Cannabis,
it. Wo
and then Nurse
Perfect
Mark's book,
place.
which, yeah,
Perfect
exactly.
place to
Free. It's
start.
all free, y'all. Free. You got to come. Come join the
Free?
community.
What do you mean, Sherry? It's free?
The community's free.
Holy
Isn't that
cow.
so cool? I
Such a
know, right?
value for
It is a
nothing.
big value for nothing. And then the other thing too that's really cool is that she's got these really, really amazing programs
Mhm.
that are 50% off. So if people really want to
Yeah,
dive
that's
into the
right.
science,
Still on
yeah,
special. Mhm.
she still has a special on that, which is great.
Yeah.
And that should be listed right below there as well for
Mhm.
you all.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then
Beautiful.
actually we've got, shows the rest of this week. And yeah, and then we're gonna take a little break, right, Mark? Like just a little vacation, maybe a little couple
Well,
days
listen, we
off.
might,
Yeah,
or
we
I might
might.
just pop on and go solo for those 4
Good.
days. Who knows?
All right, all
May
right.
go
So yeah,
rogue. May
we're
take over
okay.
the airways. We
All
don't
right,
know.
that would be great. Mark is gonna take over. I'm gonna take just a little time off, I think,
Listen,
next week.
Sherry needs a break, everybody. She's been grinding at this for years, since 2016, like nonstop. She needs a
I
little
know.
time off. Yeah.
I know. And I have an opportunity to, just to do like a little
To
couple
have
days
fun.
away.
What? You have an enjoyable time away?
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to take it. Now,
Yeah.
here's the thing. When you're gone, we'll carry on.
Of course it
We'll
will. Of course
carry
it will.
on the legacy of the green nurse.
Yeah.
We'll
All
do you
right.
proud,
Good.
Sherry. We'll do you
Good.
proud.
Good. Good. All
Yeah,
right. We
yeah.
got this, everyone. It
All
is
right, so, yeah, here we are. Sherry,
end of the show.
what's the message of the day, right? July 27th, 2021. How many more of these
Trust.
you gonna get?
Yeah. Trust. 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 Live your
Trust.
life as a creative act, right? Live
Tiffany
your life.
wants to know the spelling on the, terpenylene.
So it's TERPINOLENE.
Yeah,
Terpenoline. And
yeah,
the majority of the information that I get on this terpene is from Cannakeys. Cannakeys
yep,
is a great resource.
beautiful
The
resource, yeah,
most up to date research,
yep,
providing links to all of the research that exists that we talk about. So
love it. Yeah,
terpenoline,
yeah,
a good one.
okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So, again, trust,
Trust
come from a
with
place of having an extraordinary life, not getting to an extraordinary life, because you
exactly
do have an extraordinary
right here.
life right where you are
Yeah,
right now, even if you don't think so.
I know.
Yeah,
Right.
you
Me
still
too.
do.
I
Yeah,
still do.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Nurse Mark, I
So,
love your smile.
oh, love ya.
And
Oh,
so
yeah.
good. So
Yeah,
good.
baby. All right, so
So we'll see you all tomorrow. I know I'm going to have an AFA day. Mark, you?
I'm gonna have an
AFA?
AFA day, and you know why? Because it's all about
Living your best life. We love you.
yes, and helping others to do the
Yeah,
same. All right.
absolutely.
Love you guys. We'll see
See you
you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.